Hey guys, so your bill is going to go out November 5th for all of the new members. So I just wanted to create another clarifying video just so that you can give this to your parents. You can rewatch it just to kind of go over what we talked about in your new member meeting. That way, you are in the know and everything's great. So, okay, you guys are new members. So right over here, this is what you guys are going to be expected to pay per term, and this is the first term. So this is what you guys are going to be expected to pay by November 19th. This is the only time that this will be the exception when you have to pay your bill a little bit early. You have to pay your bill by November 19th because you are getting initiated on November 19th. And what's really important is that these new member fees are being paid. So that's $170, and you can see that you aren't being billed for those in other terms. And the reason why is because this actually goes to nationals. This is like an initiation fee for you. And that's basically to say, like, I'm going to be a member of Kappa Kappa Gamma, and I'm going to uphold what I need to for this organization, and it helps just make Kappa Nationals run. So that's the only time that you pay that fee, and that's what's super important, that needs to be paid by November 19th, because otherwise the chapter can't initiate you. So the other fees that you're going to see here on this November 5th statement that you're going to get is your maintenance fee. That's pretty self-explanatory. If something breaks in the house, microwave breaks, maybe we need to unclog a sink, just that is what that money goes to. Then there's the per capita fee. So the per capita fee is also something that goes to nationals. You pay it once per year, just like your new member fees, except you only pay your new member fees when you are a new member. So this is a one-time thing that you pay. This is something that you pay every single fall term of each year. So you'll pay it fall term of your sophomore year, your junior year, and your senior year. And that's, again, kind of just like your new member fee. It makes the organization run, it pays for the salaries of all the people that work at nationals for us, etc. All that fun stuff. So then next is chapter dues. This is all your fun money. This is all the money that overall as treasurer, I'm in charge of almost $1 million. So 100,000 of that money goes to chapter officers. That's things like philanthropy, event, sisterhoods, buying fun stuff for you when you get above a 3.75. All that kind of fun stuff that we do as chapter officers comes from this money. The other $900,000 that I deal with as treasurer come from things like your transient fee and all that other fun stuff, which we'll go into. So the best way I can describe this is your chapter dues are all your fun money. That's what all your chapter officers get to use. And so that's why you are paying more fall term than you were in winter and spring, because we do recruitment in the fall term. And we have to spend money to make our house look nice and pay for all the yummy treats that you ate on preference night. So that's where all that money goes to. Next is the transient fee. So you guys do not eat at the house fall term, which is why you do not get charged the transient fee for fall term, but you do for winter and spring term. The transient fee basically, because you are a live out, you do not live in the house, this fee is what helps pay for your food costs. It pays for, Marissa and Evan, our cooks, for them to make the food for you. It helps pay for the wages of the houseboys so that they can clean up after you. All that kind of fun stuff. So this is all the food. And then the house association fee. I went into that a little bit in your new member meeting. This is a fee that you pay only in your first year of membership, but you pay it every single term. And you pay this fee so that basically when you're an alumni, we can never tell you that you are not able to visit the house. So, if you, in your 4 years of being a Kappa, want to take a road trip across the country, no Kappa house can turn you away. So you basically have a place that you can go to anywhere in the country if you go and visit a Kappa house. This basically just means that you are one of the people that own the house with us. You help pay the mortgage, which means that you are also a part of owning the house, which is really, really cool. So you pay that your first year of membership. That's the only time that you pay it. Other years you pay like rent towards the house just so that you can be able to use the house, but the only time that you pay this house association fee is the first year of membership. So overall, that's what you're paying first term. This is the amount that you have to pay first term. So then let's go over when you will be billed. So normally, if I were a normal member, so I'm a PC14, I'm a junior, I'm living in, so fall term I was billed in August, September, October. But if I'm a new member, I wasn't recruited until September. And technically, I can't even bill you until you are an initiated member of our chapter. So what happens is when you become a new member, what we do is we wait until November to bill you because that's a general month when no one in our chapter has billing. So we bill you in November and you're expected to pay the $707. But then once you've been initiated, you're just an active member in the chapter. You're just like everyone else. So then you fall back into this pattern and you catch up to winter term and then you're going to be billed again in December. But just to reiterate, that's the only time that you're going to be double billed like that. This is the only time. And that's because you weren't here fall term, so we have to bill you in November, and then you fall into place just like everyone else, and you get billed in December. Normally, you would be billed in August, then you'd have 2 months off, then you'll be billed in December, 2 months off, March, 2 months off. Okay? So that's what you're going to be expected to do. On November 5th, you're getting this bill, pay it by November 19th. On December 5th, you can have one of two options. You can either get this bill in full, $761 in full, and pay it on December 20th. December 20th is when it's due. You have a 5-day grace period, which means that on Christmas, December 25th, if you don't pay the $761, you're going to get a late fee, which is going to be around $25-30. So you should probably pay it. So that's one option. One option is November pay this, December pay this, have 2 months off, and then in March pay this. The other option that you have is to apply for a payment plan. And what you can do is apply for that payment plan, and that will take this $761 and that will split that over the 3 months of winter term rather than all just in December. So, December you'll get 1/3 of the bill, January you'll get the second third of the bill, and February you'll get the last third of the bill. And you'll be expected to pay all of that in those months. So December 5th, you'll get a third of the bill, January 5th, you'll get a third, February 5th, you'll get a third, and you're expected to pay all those bills by the 20th of that month. So just to reiterate, you're going to pay this on November 19th. You'll get a bill December 5th. That's not normal. You will never have to pay back to back again, so don't freak out if you're a parent saying, is it really going to cost me $700 every single month for this sorority? It's not. It's $700 roughly about every 3 months. And then this has no option for a payment plan. You need to pay that on November 19th. This has the option of a payment plan. If you're a parent watching this video, you do not apply for a payment plan. Your daughter applies for a payment plan. I will make it very clear when it's time for your daughter to apply for a payment plan. Please tell your daughter if you cannot pay this amount in full, if you're paying for her financials, and ask her to apply for a payment plan. Nationals really suggests that I do not talk to parents directly, and the reason is because your daughters are now 18 and should be learning about financials on their own and how to, pay in a timely manner. Of course, I'm not going to talk to you. If you want to reach out and talk to me, then by all means, please go ahead. I'm always here to help. But I really just encourage you to try and have your daughter learn all the different things that Bill Highway can do for her. And that is about it. So if you have any questions, please let me know. My name is Khaki, like the pants. Your daughter should know how to get in contact with me. And if you're a new member, please come talk to me if you have any questions. If you can't pay this bill on November 19th, please come and talk to me sooner rather than later, because we can't get to November 19th and then figure out that you can't pay. So I'm always here to help. We'll always work something out, so just let me know if you need help. Thanks, guys.